Welcome all. Happy to see some familiar faces, happy to see a lot of new faces, even though I've been here only once last year. You can see a QR code on your tables. You can log in advance or just when I tell you. And this will be an interactive session, and it was prepared together with the main developers that you have just met. So let's start. So this is me. My name is Justyna Hietala, and I work as a technical writer / documentation engineer in the medium-sized company in Finland, Pimex. And I'm also responsible for tools and processes, and that includes publishing with DITA Open Toolkit. And yes, I own 2 golden retrievers, and no, I do not have a reindeer farm. And this is me presenting last year. And after that event, I was super confident. I was like, I'm going to do so many things. I'm going to contribute. I'm going to help other people who struggle. I'm going to make a new plugin. And then the life happened. So I got assigned a new big translation project. There were existing projects with deadlines. I have a small kid, and you know, I still have to sleep at some point. But it's okay that it didn't happen. I still had to do some plugin alterations, and I ran out into some issues, and I ended up stuck with one of them. So I looked for some help, checking all the support channels. And I will just briefly skip through those slides. There's the documentation, there's the DITA users group. You can check them after the event is done with the slides. I want that we have more time for the interactive session. I just want to mention there's recordings, and there's, if I counted right, 120 of them on different topics from like 9 years. Really good knowledge base. There's 2 really good books that tell examples of creating custom plugins. There's Oxygen Forum. Of course, you can purchase some consultancy hours, but there's also one more source that it's not mentioned here because it's actually us, the DITA Open Toolkit community. So we can support each other, but how much do we really know about each other? So I thought that it's time now to change it a little bit and also find out a bit how do we as a community use DITA Open Toolkit. So now is the time that you take your phone and scan the code. So it wasn't that much in advance, I guess, because I skipped so quickly through this. And you can log into this interactive questionnaire, which now I have to actually close this. That's why there are codes on your table, because I want to join that. And I also have my own kind of panel, because I also want to answer the questions. Yes, yes, I hope you managed to log in.
There we go.
Yes, great. So we'll start just a quick icebreaker, 5 questions, this and that. Just don't think about it, just answer. And the first question is quite important to me personally. Oh no, the cats are starting to win. Hey, let me put my... No, okay. Come on, yes, yes.
Are you adding multiple dogs now? Because I see that you started adding things, so the dogs are winning.
No, I can only add one. Here, so. Okay, so at least it looks like we are kind of half and half, more or less. Hey, stop doing that. Okay, I'll leave it as it is. You can go back to it and still change it in favor of dogs later. Coffee or tea? I'm a tea drinker. Well, the coffee bar spiked really like through the roof immediately. Okay, I don't think we need to wait on this question anymore. Apparently more of us like coffee. Working from home or working from office? That might be a tricky one. Okay, myself, I like working from home just a little bit more. And it seems that a lot of people do as well. What about dark or light mode? Oh. Okay, light mode for me. Also almost like 50-50. Those are a bit surprising answers, I have to tell you. Command line or GUI tools? Yep. I'm not a friend of command line, I told you last year. Yep, seems that more of us likes that way. So now that we have this done, let's see a little bit more, like just a bit statistics. Where are you from? And I had to group those countries in some way. So apologies if your country is not listed by name. Try to, maybe you hopefully fit to some group. Okay, so it seems United States, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, but also France and Benelux are doing okay, and Nordic countries. And follow up a lot by Eastern Europe and Asia. Okay. And even one person from Central Europe. Okay. What about this? What size is your immediate team? Are you working by yourself? Is it more than 50 people? We are now 2 people. Okay, so it would appear that quite a lot of us are in a rather small team, or medium small, would I say? Medium large? Not that many with very large. Okay, interesting. And then we'll move quickly to some questions about DITA Open Toolkit and related to DITA Open Toolkit. So what are the 3 words or less that come to your mind when you think DITA Open Toolkit? And you know, for you all of those are anonymous. Mine are here, so you'll know what I think if I put, but no one's responding yet anything, but you know what comes to mind? Yeah, to me it's like difficult. What else? Jarno has come up, you know, the size of the words is how many things that word has came up, so apparently a lot of people think that
Jarno stopped voting.
Jarno just puts 3 times Jarno, right? Okay. Chunk. Steep learning curve. Hard to start. Critical. This is very interesting, you know. Because, you know, it's like jumping back. I can't read it anymore. Boost factor. What is that?
But if Jarno is run over by a bus, everything stops.
Ah, okay, that way, yes. Okay, bus factor, yes. Okay. Best as part of other tool. Oh. Hard, open, flexible, powerful, fun. Okay, I will have to ask who put fun. But this is good, this is good. We'll leave it at the fun comment. And we'll move on. Now, how many times have you participated in DITA Open Toolkit Day? This is my 2nd time. I will put that. Wow, overwhelmingly, a lot of people who are here for the first time. And people who have been here 2 or 3 times. There's 5 people who've been to all of them. I can name 3, maybe 4 if Elliot.
Yeah,
is Elliot one of those? You've been here always? No, so who's? I only count 4. Mystery 5th person. But yeah, a lot of first-timers. And we wanted to ask some questions. We thought with developers what would we want to know also about this community. So how is DITA Open Toolkit set up and maintained for your use? Okay, so it would appear that, yeah, it's the same thing for me, that will we have anyone who will put externally, or people who, okay, but no, you just put it because I ask now. Both. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think that if you give it to someone, well, I guess you can still maintain it a bit yourself, right? That's a good point. And there is no multiple selection in here. I didn't put that, you can say no. Okay. Yeah, let's skip that slide then. And how long have you been using DITA Open Toolkit? And here there is a, yes, here is the section that I haven't even worked with it yet.
You don't have the choice forever.
No, that's the last one for you, Elliot. For me, it's actually now turning 6 years. But it seems that quite a lot of folks that have been using, this is very like contrasting. So you have a lot of people who came here for the first time, and a lot of people who have been using it for more than 10 years. So like, my question is, where have you been for the last 8 times, you know? But we are also happy that you are here today, and to people who haven't started working with it, okay? And what is your self-proclaimed DITA Open Toolkit skill level? Some experts, beginners. I think I'm maybe like intermediate. Self-proclaimed intermediate. One is not really sure. 3 experts, 4 experts. Where's the 5th expert from the 5th people who've been here? But there's a lot of beginners, there's a lot of intermediate, of course, like it's subjective. How often do you work or use DITA Open Toolkit? Daily, wow. Occasionally, for me it's probably weekly. Seems quite a lot of us are using it every day. Well, I'm quite surprised by it. I thought it's more like an ad hoc thing usually, but okay. And how do you use it? Yes, I know, but there are people here who use it in their free time, okay, not for work. But it seems that, you see, I told you. For me it's...
How would you use it in your free time?
Well, if you're one of the developers, for example, working on it, I think they do it in their free time. Am I correct?
But it's
Yes.
still work, isn't it?
But that's not like the work.
Okay.
Do you get paid for it?
There's no such question, no. But it seems most of us use it just at work. Few of us in both. And there's 2 people who don't use it at all. Okay, why are you here? Now this is a multi-selection, so you can choose as many as it fits for you. Like, which version of DITA Open Toolkit are you using? Let's see, what am I using? I'm using 2.6 and I'm using also 3.2, I think.
2.6, are you serious?
Yeah, I am, unfortunately. No time to adapt the plugin, come on. I know. But I'm not the only one, look at that. About half and half are using the version 3 something, which is, I think, is it still the default that comes with Oxygen at this point?
No, I think it's 4 something.
It's 4 something, okay. I have to update my Oxygen then. Okay, and 10 people are not sure. This is like good info. And how often do you upgrade your DITA Open Toolkit? So, unfortunately, I have to say this. We're sticking with the legacy version because, like, I'm a part of 2 people team and I just don't have time to move it. Okay. Not many people upgrade. Well, that would make sense if you stick with the legacy version, but it seems that people actually update it occasionally, and some people even on the latest release. Good. Very good to hear that. And how are you running DITA Open Toolkit? And here you can apply, you can choose all that apply. So I'm actually doing it with the DITA XML editor and occasionally the command line. Okay. DITA XML editor wins this round. Promise there's only, I think, 3 questions left, because I'm already probably over time, am I? Or can I continue or should I skip some? Radu? Continue. So what formats are you publishing to? Again, choose all that apply to you. Using this one, I'm using HTML5. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, so most of us publish to HTML and PDF. Some, actually 16 has custom output, a few to Markdown, a few to Microsoft Word even. Okay? And now this is, I will leave that question open for a few hours still after this presentation, so you can get back to it. I hope that it works like that. But this is the time for you that if you have some ideas what could be developed in the future, what feature would you like to see implemented? What is missing? You can put it, if you see someone already posted it, then you don't have to put it, and you can submit multiple responses. More support for AA enablement. Yeah, I can see his face.
What the heck does that mean?
AI integration twice. Incremental publishing twice, yeah. Running multiple outputs in parallel. DITA-OT for dummies. Okay. Anyway, I can. This is not. NA. Was that not? What do you mean by that? That you don't have ideas or nothing? It's so good that nothing needs to be anymore
I don't know
developed.
enough about it, and
Okay.
I'm trying to get to the next question.
Okay, hey. Log more relevant tutorials. Great, those are very good answers. If you have more, feel free to get back to that question and we will go through them with the developers later. And this is the golden opportunity I'm giving you in here. Those questions will not be visible on the screen, so they are fully anonymous. You can ask our developers anything. By anything, I mean anything. And we will collect those questions in here. Even I can't see them yet. And the developers will answer them on the last panel session. Oh. So feel free to ask them something. I can only see that one person asked 2 people. I understand it may take some time to, write the question. That's why I will keep this open for some time. Do I have any questions? Yes, well, yes, I do, but I'm not going to put them in here, so you don't see that it's from me. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully this will stay open afterwards, because I will be now heading towards the end, so I can let Elliot present. And that would be all at this point. And I'm going to do it like this, so that it stays on, and get back very quickly to the end of my presentation.
Can we get the answers?
Yes, if you signed up, I think Radu has an email list. Those answers can be exported and it can be sent by email to all participants.
Okay, maybe you can give me the...
Yeah, I can export and you can then forward it, yes. And I have few things to say at the end. Thank you for participating with me. I wanted it to be a bit lighter session, that it's not, I guess it's not so serious, but I hope you felt like you had the chance to give some feedback. And I leave a link to an open feedback form in here and the QR code. On the papers it's just the link, unfortunately. And there's a place where you can give feedback about what resources we have available now to help you get started. How do you feel about it? How well do we support starting with DITA Open Toolkit? How well we support different features and explanation of them? And if you have any ideas about building this community and developing it, feel free to put those in that form. And also, my personal request, if you have a story about how you implemented DITA Open Toolkit, feel free to message me if you want to share it, or just connect with me on LinkedIn or send me an email. I'm always happy to find out how people approach it, because I also have a personal journey with it. But if that's then all, then I want to thank you again